The following presentation is for mature audiences only.
Who are you?
He's a fine man.
All hell is broken loose.
He's a great broadcaster.
He's a very powerful guy. Absolutely brilliant.
Feared by men, adored by women.
He's a smart boy.
It's patriotic.
It's no big deal.
It's the end of the world.
I might as well tell you now. He's a monkey.
And how you doing, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages? Welcome in to another edition of The Wyldeside with Eric Clark. I am your host, Eric Clark, saying thank you for taking time out of your busy day being awesome to give my little video a watch and a listen. If you like it, like it. If you think other people are going to dig it, share it, man. Make sure you are subscribed to the YouTube channel, hit that like button, and hit that notification button. That way, when we do our live streams on Wednesdays and Saturdays, about an hour out, you get a notification. You can join the chat and all the craziness that happens before the live stream in the chat. If you have a band, song, video, something you want me to check out, the number one place, the only place I go to get these suggestions is the Discord server. Man, I had like 5 or 6 different platforms that people were giving me suggestions. Stuff was slipping through the cracks. Our lovely moderator, Ruthless Biscuit, has put together the one-stop shop for the Wyldeside with Eric Clark, and that is the Discord server. Right there on the left-hand side is a tab, YouTube Reaction Requests. Drop your link, a little bit of info, and that's where I go to get my videos for the day. Today's video is brought to you by Connect 200 Music to See and Aunt Betty's Nut Butter. That's called a segue, ladies and gentlemen. And today's video was suggested by Ridge. I've done a video for him previously, and today we are with a band with which I am unfamiliar. So I'm relying on you, my rock and roll concurring Sherpas, that's where I get CONCURPA from, to help me and guide me on this journey of mine. Today we are checking out Without Warning. And the name of the track is called Red Pill, Blue Pill. R.P.B.P. is what it says here, but I'm pretty sure it says Red Pill, Blue Pill. So we're going to check out Without Warning. Let me know down below everything I need to know about the band. Red Pill, Blue Pill on the Wyldeside. Let's check it out.
Game, are you ready to play? Who do you obey when you choose your race?
All right, that is Without Warning, Red Pill, Blue Pill. Kind of got lost up there for a minute. That was actually pretty good. Couple of things. I joke in comparison. I wrote down if Marilyn Manson could sing and harmonize. That's what I wrote down. What I really liked, what attracted me to this track, and again, I'm not a musician, so I'm not really sure, but I've noticed there's a lot of metal bass players running that 5-string bass. I don't know if it's creating this different sound. I don't know why, but I have noticed quite a few metal bass players going with that 5-string bass. I like that bass sound. That bass was reminding me a lot of, and this is such a deep, obscure reference. I don't know if many people will get it, but it was reminding me of a track called Biscuits for Smut by a band called Helmet, and they released an album in 93 or 94 called Betty. It's a really good industrial metal album, and this, because it's new, I don't know anything about it, I'm constantly reaching back into my foundations for what will connect me to that new sound, and Helmet was doing that for me, along with a lot of that black industrial, basically just pick up a Crow album, pick up the Crow soundtrack, and you're going to hear, excuse me, the source of this. And this is the next iteration of what I'm referring to. So they heard Marilyn Manson and said, we can do better. And they did. So very well done. That was a very well constructed and paced track. 3.5 minutes, right in the window, good pocket to have a nice mainstream track. Great harmonies. Sometimes less is more. When you're recording, you can always add to, you can never take away from once you finish the mix. So you have to be very careful with measures, with amounts, like how much of what to use. Very good example of how to properly pace a song. Very well done. But I'm pulled into that bass line. To me, that bass line was what was creating that simpatico between me and the song. Not just the reminiscence of it, not just the hey, it reminds me of this, but because of that reminiscence, that nostalgia, that provided the comfort that opened me up to the rest of the song. And that's where I got lost. I got lost in that really good layering of swirling sounds. You had impending sounds, and then you had ethereal sounds. And then her vocals were coming in, and his vocals were coming in, both of them harmonizing with the track in their respective places. And nobody is out of their zone. So everything is compartmentalized and very well layered and nice and thick and rich through it all. So there's no struggling, right? Even though it's abrasive or it's industrial or whatever you want to call it, there is still a flow and a smoothness to that flow. So any sharp edges that you would find in that track is smoothed by the use and proper elements that are creating the interchanges of colors flowing through that song. So by the time you get to the end of the track, you're losing track. I know, I'm sorry. You're people learning English, they must hate it. You're losing track of time because you're caught up in those really cool interplays between those layers. So well done. Without Warning, again, great mainstream industrial sound. If I were running a metal station, that would be added. Because again, it doesn't just meet the criteria of a black industrial track, but there's harmonies in there that create a rhythmic element to it that allow you to fall into and escape into. So very well put together. Red Pill, Blue Pill. Thank you very much to Ridge for that suggestion. Again, the best place to get me your suggestion is over at Discord. On the left-hand side, it says YouTube reaction requests. Click the tab, drop a link, a little bit of info. When I do the videos, I just go there and start going down the list and try not to burn out on one artist because you'll get a lot of the same artists in there. But I try to be as everybody gets picked for kickball. I know it doesn't make sense. But it makes sense to me, and that's all that matters. So head over to Discord. Thank you very much to Ruthless Biscuit for putting that together. It is your one-stop shop for all things Wildside with Eric Clark. Thank you to Connect 200 Music to See and Aunt Betty's Nut Butter. Thank you to Ridge for the suggestion. Thank you to all of you for taking time out of your day to hang out with us on the east side of Music City, USA. Make sure you're looking out for each other. Make sure you're looking out for your neighbor. Try to do at least one good thing a day. I am Eric Clark, and this has been The Wild Side.